My name is Anastasia Yurievna, and welcome to my video lesson. Let's start. Look at the picture and try to guess, what country is it? Yes, you're absolutely right. It's Iceland. It's an amazing country. What would you do if you were in Iceland? Our heroes are Sophie and Oliver. Sophie is in Iceland for work, and Oliver is in a really bad mood. Let's watch the video about Sophie and Oliver. Be very attentive. After watching this video, you will do the task. You will complete the sentences.
Hey, how's Iceland?
I love it.
Oh, what a surprise.
It is actually. I don't normally like camping.
If I had the opportunity to visit places like that, I wouldn't complain.
What's the matter with you today, Ollie?
Nothing really.
If you don't tell me, I'll just keep asking.
Yesterday you were so excited, you didn't ask about my exam.
Oh, Ollie, I'm so sorry. You're more important to me than camping and volcanoes.
Well, it doesn't always feel like it.
If I promise to travel less, will you forgive me?
No, because you won't travel less. You love it. And if you travelled less because of me, I'd feel worse, so it's not an option.
You don't make it easy. Seriously, honey, I don't think I knew about the exam. If I'd known, I would have asked. You know that.
Well, anyway, have you been near that volcano? What's its name?
Even if I had 3 days of classes, I wouldn't be able to say it, I don't think. Wait, I can't say it unless I read it. Eyjafjallajökull. There are about 30 active volcanoes in Iceland. The eruption in 2010 of that volcano really wasn't so serious. If it hadn't affected flights, we wouldn't have heard much about it. There's a bigger volcano near it, with a shorter name too. Katla. I've been to see that. The landscape here's awesome. You can't imagine what it's like.
No? Well, I'll never go unless you take me.
Darling, please.
Sorry. What's it like?
It's beautiful. Water, rock, ice, lava, geysers. There aren't many trees, obviously. I'll send photos later.
Look, do you want to speak to Daisy?
Ollie, love.
I'll be okay. Let's talk tomorrow.
Okay, if you are ready, let's check. If I had the opportunity to visit places like that, I wouldn't complain. The next one. If you don't tell me, I'll just keep asking. If I promise to travel less, will you forgive me? And if you traveled less because of me, I'd feel worse. If I'd known, I would have asked, you know that. If I hadn't affected flights, we wouldn't have heard much about it. How many mistakes have you got? Today we are going to study conditional sentences. By the end of the lesson, you will be able to know how to form conditional sentences. You will be able to understand the difference between conditional sentences. You also will be able to practice using conditional sentences. You will write a chain story using third conditional, and you will complete an online quiz. If you are ready, let's continue. Conditional sentences. We use conditional sentences to say one thing depends on another. One of the clauses starts with if or a similar word. This is a conditional clause. The other clause talks about the result of the conditional clause happening. They can be used to talk about real or imaginary situations. What are conditional sentences? Conditional sentences express hypothetical or unreal situations and the consequences that would occur under certain conditions. For example, if it rains, we will stay indoors. Unless you study hard, you won't pass the exam. Types of conditional sentences. First conditional, second conditional, third conditional. Structure. Each type of conditional sentence follows a specific structure based on the tense used in the if clause and the result clause. First conditional, if plus present simple, will plus base form. Second conditional, if plus past simple, would plus base form. Third conditional, if plus past perfect, would have plus past participle. First conditional. It is used to talk about real or likely future situations. If plus present simple, will plus base form. If she saves money, she will buy a new phone. Second conditional. It is used to talk about unreal or unlikely situations in the present or future. If plus past simple, would plus base form. If I won the lottery, I would travel the world. Third conditional. It is used to talk about unreal situations in the past. How can we form it? If plus past perfect, would have plus past participle. If she had practiced. It's quiz time, my dear students. If you know, you win. A conditional sentence quiz presentation. Are you ready? Which type of conditional sentence is this? If we had written a list, he wouldn't have forgotten some ingredients. In the third conditional. If she plays the piano every day, she will pass the test. Which type of conditional sentence is this? Is the first conditional. If she has free time, she to podcasts. Complete this sentence. Listens. If she will join the club. Studies hard. If he had left earlier, on time. Would have arrived. If she less, she would take her dog for a walk more often. Worked. Which type of conditional sentence is this? If she doesn't wear sunscreen, she'll get sunburned. It's the first conditional. Great job! Practice makes perfect. Let's do some tasks together. Here you will match the two sentence halves. Stop the video and do this task in your copybooks. If you are ready, let's check. If they don't stop that noise, I'll go next door and complain. Sentence number 2. If I had enough money for a holiday, I'd go to Iceland. Sentence number 3. If you can't repair your headphones, you might need to buy new ones. Sentence number 4. I'd be ill if I ate that. Sentence number 5. If we had more space at home, we could have a dog. Sentence number 6. Ice cream melts if you don't keep it in the freezer. Sentence number 7. I'll see you on Saturday night, unless I have to babysit. And the last one. Call me if you fancy a chat. Let's check. How many mistakes have you got? Which type of conditional can we use to describe a situation that didn't happen? Or hypothetical situation? Yes, you're absolutely right. We will use the third conditional. There is a writing task for you. Follow the link and do this task in this Google document. Which type of conditional can we use to describe a situation that didn't happen or hypothetical situation? Yes, you're absolutely right. We will use the third conditional. And now you will practice writing a chain story using the third conditional. Follow the link and write your story in this Google document. There are 3 cards for you. You will choose one card and write your own chain story using the third conditional. You will continue the chain of consequences into the past with your own ideas. You will write at least 10 sentences. Card A. I would have met US President this morning if I hadn't missed my flight to Washington. I wouldn't have missed my flight to Washington if I... Card B. Tom wouldn't have broken his leg if he hadn't fallen out of the tree. He wouldn't have fallen out of the tree if... Card C. I would have passed all my exams if I hadn't gone abroad with my best friend. I wouldn't have gone abroad with my best friend if I... Let's see the descriptor. Your task is to write at least 10 sentences. You should use third conditional. You should write a coherent story. You should write grammatically correct sentences. Don't forget, you should work in this Google document. I think you worked hard today. Are you tired? It's game time for you. Let's follow the link, or you may scan this QR code. There is one interesting game for you. Here you will enter your nickname. For example, if I were you, I money to members of our family. wouldn't lend or wouldn't have lent. Let's do this task together. If I were you, what type of conditional is it? Is it the first or is it the second conditional? Yes, you're right. If I were you, it's the second conditional. And that is why here we should use wouldn't lend. I think you worked hard during the lesson. It's time to assess your work. How well do I understand the theme of the lesson? Choose one phrase and write down it in your copybook. I can do this and explain it to someone else. I understand and can do this by myself. I need more practice. I don't understand this yet. I think our lesson was very interesting and useful for you. Thank you for attention, my dear students. The lesson is over. Goodbye.